broadcast with troubling news from the state line. South California reportedly opened fire on a migrant caravan attempting to penetrate the wall. 27 people died and another 47 were injured. The surviving migrants are now being held at an undisclosed facility. This is just another in a series of similar incidents this year already. The South Californian government has so far declined to comment. This tragedy further emphasizes the need for unity under President Meyer's leadership. It is only under the guiding influence of the NUS government that future bloodshed can be avoided. To sign a petition calling on the Night City Council to rejoin the Union, please visit the address at the bottom of your screen. Stay tuned. More information after the break. Hello, Night City. This is Jillian Jordan with an N54 news campaign update. Exit polls for the Night City mayoral race have finally been tallied. Incumbent Weldon Holt of the Devolutionist Party received 47.8% of the vote, despite allegations of his complicity in the murder of Lucius Rhine, former mayor of Night City. But in a close race, Federalist candidate Jefferson Peralez still seized the election with 49.3% of the vote. In his concession speech, Mayor Holt offered his congratulations to the victor. Now we see whether Peralez will be able to realize his ambitious campaign promises. After the break, when will the Corsairs end their losing streak? Welcome to today's local news on N54. I'm Jillian Jordan. For the third consecutive year, Militech has been touted as Night City's best corporation to work for. This prestigious award can be attributed to the numerous employee benefits they offer, such as 5 paid vacation days a year, unlimited access to stimulant pharmaceuticals, and implant acquisition assistance. Were that not impressive enough, 34% of Militech employees have also been promised a retirement package. In other news, the NCPD welcomes a boost to its authority. As of today, the police may detain criminal suspects for up to 1 year without formal prosecution. The NCPD scored another victory with the adoption of a policy allowing the shooting of a limb to be considered a warning shot, a change that should keep officers safer. The Night City Office of Cybernetic Technology has been formally dissolved as a result of budget cuts. The office formerly responsible for implant certification will shutter its doors next Tuesday. The administrators of implant authorization are now the manufacturers, guided by the standards they themselves have established. Thank you for joining all of us here at N54 News. We'll see you next time.
So hey people, listen up. I've got a story to tell. Goes back to an old friend of mine, whose name I can't say on air for reasons of personal and global security. And she once told me that she knew the real emotions of the net. This friend, she's been around. She started running back before the data crash, when the deep net was up and all. She survived the crash, dodged the rabbits, persevered through the net, watched purchase, watched Blackwall go open their own virtual eyes, and she's not one to make up fairy tales. So why am I telling this? I'm telling you this because what she told me seemed unbelievable at first. So she tells me after a bottle and half of Joe Teal, Mike, she says, the net isn't what it seems. She continued by asking me a question. Why do you think Bartmoss named them demons anyway? Because that's what they are. Rich didn't invent the net. He discovered it. She looked me dead in the eyes and she said, the net is hell. And Bartmoss opened the door. So over the next few hours, she lays out her case. She talked about the similarities between, how'd she put it, hyper-practice, stratified,